Welcome to the 2020 Australian MedTech Industry Awards. The Australian MedTech Industry Awards brings together the MedTech community every year to recognise the outstanding individuals and organisations who've made a significant contribution to the industry. Over the years, MedTech has seen remarkable people and companies make the industry a vibrant, innovative and rewarding place to be.
And the winner for 2018 is Yolanda Malawi.
Hello, I'm Burgess CEO of MTAA, and welcome to the 2020 Australian MedTech Industry Awards. I'd like to begin by acknowledging that I am the land of the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. I also acknowledge the traditional owners of the various lands on which we all meet and participate in this webinar, and I pay my respects to elders past, present, and emerging. This year has been a year of firsts, and this year's award ceremony is being delivered virtually for the first time ever. So 2020 has been a year of firsts and many challenges for the medtech industry. From floods in the north, fires in the east and south, and of course a global pandemic. Through all of this, our industry has shown extraordinary leadership. At the height of the pandemic, our industry stepped in to source and produce 7,500 ventilators, tens of millions of COVID testing kits, countless items of PPE, and also broader ICU equipment. MTAA led that collaborative process, and the medtech supply chain quickly swung into action. Every individual within our industry deserves a citation for the way in which we all responded, for the countless extra hours worked, for the weekends and late nights, for the weeks spent in quarantine, just so a patient could continue to receive the expert care that our industry enables and provides. But today we recognise those individuals and companies who have done all of this and more. The Australian MedTech Industry Awards reflect and highlight what our industry is all about. Our fundamental purpose, which is all about patients, to save lives, extend lives, and provide patients a better quality of life. And we achieve this through our amazing technology and continual innovation, and through our wonderful people, including industry leaders and emerging leaders, some of whom we will be recognising today. And this year we have a record number of nominations. As we announce the winners today, if you are a winner of an individual award or a company award, Please feel free to take some photos if you're with colleagues, ensuring, of course, that you do so in a COVID-safe way. And if you send those photos into us, we'll ensure that we share those at a later stage. So our first category of awards is to acknowledge our members who have reached significant milestones as members of MTAA. As an industry association, we exist for our members, and we also rely on your support. And I'd like to recognise the support of our members who have engaged with MTAA and reached their membership milestones of 5 years, 10, 20, 25, 30, and even 35 years membership. So the 5-year category includes Malinki Healthcare, Teleflex Medical Australia, and Illuminate Health Consulting. The 10-year category, Medigroup Australia, Olympus Australia, Smiths Medical Australasia, and Varian Medical Systems Australasia. The 20-year category, Biotronic Australia and LivaNova Australia. The 25-year category, Device Technologies Australia. The 30-year category, Avanos Medical Australia. And the 35-year category, BB Braun and Stryker. Congratulations and thank you for your ongoing support. I'd like to now introduce Lauren Barber, who is chair of our Women in MedTech committee, and she will be announcing the Women in MedTech Awards. Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you, Ian. Good afternoon, everyone. So the Women in MedTech Champion may be an organisation or individual who's been a key contributor to advancing the Women in MedTech agenda. Sorry. I'm privileged to award these 3 categories this afternoon. So before I begin, I'd like to provide an overview of the Women in MedTech initiatives and committee successes for 2020. We've had a great increase in committee numbers, which has been great. There's a lot of smart ladies on the team now. We've had quite a few successful virtual coffee catch-ups. Our diversity survey has almost been completed. We've managed to get a new award category up for the Emerging Leadership Award. The mentoring program has been successfully rolled out. We've had International Women's Day and 2 sessions at this conference. So I'd like to use this opportunity to thank all of the Women in MedTech committee for the work they've done in 2020 to support these initiatives. And I'd also like to give a special thanks to some MTAA staff, Lorraine, Lee and Catherine. They've put in a lot of hard work this year, so thank you, ladies. On behalf of the committee, I'm pleased to announce the Australian MedTech Industry Awards for Women in MedTech. The finalists of each category were selected demonstrating the core qualities of the Women in MedTech initiative, which is all about including and not limited to providing equal opportunity, gender diversity and leadership. So here are the finalists for the 2020 Australian MedTech Industry Awards for Women in MedTech company category.
The Women in MedTech Award to a company is awarded to a company that has advanced or achieved a significant result in the Women in MedTech mission or goals within their organisation or the industry. The nominations for the 2020 Women in MedTech Award to a company are Baxter Healthcare.
Baxter's policies and formal human resources processes, such as flexible working arrangements, parental leave for women and men, breastfeeding policy, domestic violence leave, and paid superannuation for employees on parental leave, have helped to grow our industry through diversity and gender equality. In 2020, Baxter was awarded its 5th consecutive citation as an employer of choice for gender equality by the Australian Workplace Gender Equality Agency. Among the top 119 companies in Australia and top 5 companies in healthcare for gender equality.
Medtronic Australasia.
The Medtronics Women's Network, or MWN for short, works across the company to fulfil the founder's dream of a world where women lead. Recently, Medtronic won the Global Catalyst Award for igniting women to lead through the Medtronic Women's Network, promoting females into leadership roles globally. This year, MWN launched the Circle In program to provide networking and mentoring, targeting specific areas of gender disparity. MWN also developed the Fearless Female series that reaches over 400 listeners every month to hear stories from senior leaders. Leading the biggest change in 2020 was Liz Carnabucci, who became Medtronic's first female ANZ Vice President and Managing Director.
Stryker South Pacific.
Stryker stands out in its orthopaedic division, a traditionally male-dominated faculty, by being led by Emmy Holt. To endorse, celebrate and strongly support women in medtech requires tracking. Today, 46% of Stryker South Pacific employees are women, 32% of salespeople are women, 44% of managers are women, and 50% of Stryker South Pacific's leadership team are women. Internal programs running for a number of years include the Stryker Women's Network, supporting and rallying for women throughout Stryker, and Women Without Limits, a program designed to push women to reach their full potential, both in and out of work.
Tunstall Healthcare.
While operating in Australia and New Zealand for 20 years, 2020 was a big year for Tunstall. Not only did they see a huge demand for their products and services due to COVID-19, for the first time in Tunstall APAC history, the company achieved at least a 50-50 gender balance at every single level of leadership. From frontline team leaders to department managers, right up to the executive leadership team. Tunstall has been able to achieve true gender balance without the need for quotas or restrictive recruitment practices.
So, congratulations to all the finalists. I'm pleased to announce that the winner for the category of 2020 Women in MedTech Champion is Medtronic Australasia. The judges have awarded Medtronic Australasia for their women's network and supporting the Women in MedTech initiatives and events. Their development of the Fearless Female series to ignite the fire within 400 plus listeners, to tune in to monthly to hear stories from senior leaders, as well as flexible work, parental leave, breastfeeding policy, domestic violence, women's days, gender IQ workshops, and for senior and middle management, and monthly people leader forums and leadership training. So congratulations to Medtronic Australasia. Do we have Liz on the line?
I'll just get myself off mute. Thank you very much. Thanks, Lauren, so much. Yeah, we're very excited. And probably first, I really wanted to recognise and thank all of the members and partners in MTAA for all of the great work that we've done together for COVID-19 response. In terms of the MedTech MedTech Women Award, I really wanted to thank everybody, the judges, and of course our Medtronic team. We're a big advocate for advancing women in MedTech, particularly in our organisation. We have 60% women representation in our executive leadership team, and I think that's a first for us in Medtronic ANZ, which is very exciting. Super focused on inclusion and diversity. As you heard, we certainly have won the Catalyst Award globally, but also at the local and regional levels. We've got lots of really strong I&D programs, and we continue to build on those. Our two representatives for Medtronic that we put forward, Fiona Lim and Emma Press, are true advocates, great mentors, both internally and externally from the industry. Great executives and great mentors, and also mums. So it's good to know that we've certainly got wonderful representation of women across the board. We're super supportive of gender equality, and really wanted to thank MTAA and everybody for addressing the role of women in medical technology. And we're very proud to be part of the member organisation that's committed to that empowerment. So thanks very much, Lauren. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, MTAA.
Thank you. Congratulations. So now we'll move on to the Women in MedTech Champion Individual Award. So we'll bring up the finalists for this award now.
The Women in MedTech Award to an individual is awarded to someone who's advanced or achieved a significant result in the Women in MedTech mission or goals within their company or industry. The nominations for the 2020 Women in MedTech Award to an individual are Bridget Ayres, Striker South Pacific.
This year, Bridget was awarded the prestigious Striker Values Award for integrity, accountability, people and performance. Bridget proactively supports gender equality and an inclusive environment. Her team's contributions are recognised regularly in the President's Report and consecutively at Striker annual award ceremonies. As a Gallup Strengths Coach, she invests time in helping individuals understand and leverage their strengths. 75% of Bridget's team are women of different ages and backgrounds, and to them, she is a role model herself, juggling motherhood, flexible workplaces, and proactively championing the advancement of women in medtech.
Crystal Howe, Zimmer Biomet.
Crystal has specialised in medtech for more than 10 years, starting in talent acquisition as an executive talent scout and now today as a talent business partner at Zimmer Biomet. She produces the MedTech Mentor podcast that showcases industry professionals across all parts of the ecosystem. Each episode shares the guests' personal stories of their origins in medtech to some of their biggest lessons. At the end of a podcast, each guest donates an hour of their time to personally mentor a selected listener, creating a ripple effect that keeps on giving.
Emma Press, Medtronic Australasia.
Emma is a transformational and passionate leader and mentor who sets an authentic and visible tone from the top on all matters relating to inclusion, diversity, ethics, equity, integrity, legal, compliance, strategy and innovation. A key member of the ANZ Executive Leadership Team, Emma is also the executive sponsor for the ANZ Women's Network, an employee resource group, as well as the leader of the ANZ Shape Our Culture program at the heart of Medtronic's values and work.
Fiona Lim, Medtronic Australasia.
Fiona is a highly inclusive, collaborative and impactful leader who has been a strong, passionate and authentic champion for coaching, mentoring, inclusion and gender equality. As an active member of the executive leadership team, Fiona makes a significant contribution across the organisation. In addition to establishing Medtronic's Women in IT employee group for ANZ, Fiona also has implemented an APAC IT coaching framework and coaching group across 7 countries in the region. Fiona currently mentors 2 biomed engineering female students from the Women's College at the University of Sydney.
Rochelle Thompson, Baxter Healthcare.
Rochelle is regarded as one of the most respected leaders at Baxter Healthcare, serving as director of the company's largest commercial team with 80 employees, and is the ambassador for Baxter Women Leaders Program in Australia and New Zealand, helping to deliver Baxter's 5 consecutive citations as an employer of choice for gender equality by the WGEA. In the 2019-2020 Managerial Effectiveness Survey, Rochelle received scores of 100% in 4 categories, being workplace flexibility, My Manager Cares, diversity, and motivating teams.
Yolanda Malloy, Edwards Life Sciences.
Yolanda's personal mission statement is to empower incumbent management to champion diversity and become inspiring leaders for future generations while courageously connecting people to perpetuate sustainable change. She takes on the role of generating content and speakers for the Edwards network of women known as eNow, including promoting awareness of women's heart health and aortic stenosis. Over recent years, charities have benefited from Yolanda's drive and passion of girls and women within Edwards, such as Share the Dignity campaign, where Yolanda encouraged all employees to get involved, even when the topics were uncomfortable.
So, I'm pleased to announce that the winner for the 2020 Women in MedTech Champion Individual Award is Yolanda Mahuli from Edwards Life Science. Hello, and Yolanda's previously won this award in 2018, and just from the video and what I know of Yolanda, she's done a great job in previous years. So the judges have awarded Yolanda with this award because of her outstanding dedication to women in medtech, showing strong leadership in the area of innovation. During COVID-19, she supported employees at home with wellness packs, yoga and mindfulness. She's formed a council to manage the company response to COVID and return to work post-COVID requirements and implementation in the workplace. She developed webinars such as We Rise as We Lift Others and the Daily Juggle, which also supports women in medtech. So congratulations to Yolanda. Do we have you on the line there?
I'm over here.
Oh, good. Did you want to say a few words?
I want to firstly say thank you very much to MTAA, one, for putting these awards together, two, for the entire industry for driving women and women initiatives in the industry. It's so important for the future and for those coming into our industry just to know that regardless of their gender, they can really achieve just, you know, by working really hard. Congratulations to all the other nominees. Wow, it's so good to see that there's so much that's been happening throughout 2020. I'm personally really excited to see what the industry will do in 2021. No doubt there'll be more challenges, but you know, when we band together and we can do so many great things. Congratulations to everybody, and thank you so much once again. I'm really humbled, and thank you.
Woo! Yeah.
Okay, so next up we have the Emerging Women in Leadership Awards. So this year the Women in MedTech Committee created a new category which focuses on women in leadership. This award celebrates inspiring emerging female leaders in the medical technology industry who have taken on a career challenge or career move or career change within the last 2 to 3 years, and that has a high potential for industry impact. And this person exhibits leadership qualities such as strategic risk-taking, embracing innovation, entrepreneurship, and an appetite for driving change. They also are a rising star who, regardless of age, is seen as a mover, shaker with high potential for future success in the industry. So we'll bring up now the finalists for the 2020 Australian MedTech Industry Award for Emerging Women in Leadership.
The Women in MedTech Emerging Women in Leadership Award celebrates an inspiring and emerging female leader in the medical technology industry. The nominations for the 2020 Women in MedTech Emerging Women in Leadership Award are Emma Press, Medtronic Australasia.
Emma is a transformational, inspiring and empowering figure within the Medtronic executive leadership. In her 3 years within the organisation, Emma has established a business partner model across ANZ, introducing a contract management system and driven global legal roundtable forum through the organisation. Emma demonstrates a commitment to innovative, creative and continuous improvement mindsets that she champions across ANZ. Emma is also actively driving Medtronic's culture as executive sponsor of the ANZ Women's Network, leader of the Culture Committee and leader of the Ethics and Integrity Committee, as well as actively supporting multiple employee resource groups.
Fiona Lim, Medtronic Australasia.
An IT industry veteran, Fiona joined Medtronic after a career in FMCG, making the leap to medical devices. She developed her experience as a highly inclusive, collaborative and impactful leader who evolved Medtronic's IT department and operations across ANZ and Asia Pacific with a customer-first approach to put in place new global practices and innovative technology. She has positively contributed to an enhanced perception of the ANZ executive leadership team and ANZ culture by having a strong and authentic voice of inclusion and diversity within Medtronic.
Ji Mei Yong, Free Census Kabi Australia.
Ji Mei is a strategic and focused thinker who demonstrates her leadership by showing initiative as well as being solutions focused and confident in a group's ability to prevail over challenges. G's career history exemplifies how women play an important and strategic role in the medical technology industry. In a traditionally male-dominated field, she has risen to the challenge and has proven that companies significantly benefit from having women in leadership positions.
Jessica Gray, Johnson & Johnson Medical.
Jess has led multiple initiatives that demonstrate the broader role MedTech can have in contributing to better communities through the J&J's Community Impact and D&I programs. Jess pioneered a partnership between J&J and Red Dust Role Models to place leaders at J&J in Indigenous communities to serve as positive role models using music, art, sport and swimming. In encouraging Indigenous youth to learn more about health in general and making healthy lifestyle choices, the program continues at J&J and is a key part of the organisation's credo-based commitment to improving communities.
Michelle Symes, Tunstall Healthcare.
Michelle stepped from a frontline role where she'd spent the past 10 years into a leadership role with ease. She has exemplary communication skills, great relationship building know-how, and a pragmatic, no-fuss approach to identifying and resolving roadblocks. These skills have placed Michelle in a great position to be able to build this first leadership position into future leadership positions in training, communications, and project management spheres to create a positive outcome for her company and for independent living as a whole.
Sarah Botros, Striker South Pacific.
Sarah's excitement, focus and passion for leadership shine. Sarah was an AFL women's team captain for several years before joining Striker, and she successfully leads, not only by smart expertise, but also as a role model. Always the first to put her hand up to manage projects within the company, she has tremendous enthusiasm and energy, working with Striker Women's Network and representing Striker at charity events such as Great Adventure Challenge, where her team won every year, raising thousands of dollars for the Starlight Foundation. Sarah inspires others, especially women, to aim and achieve their potential for greatness.
Serena Ross, Circuitwise Electronics Manufacturing.
Serena Ross is the only female leader of any electronics manufacturing firm in Australia. Her recent appointment to the role is changing norms across this traditionally male-dominated industry. Serena is fully conversant in every aspect of the manufacture of medical devices, including design for manufacture, optimization of production management, and quality systems for medical device manufacturing. She has been a vocal proponent of the post-COVID Made in Australia campaign and led by example by manufacturing the PCB assemblies for Australia's emergency ventilator developed by Gray Innovation.
That's great. It's lovely to see so many nominees up there. So the winner for the 2020 Emerging Women in Leadership Award is G. Mei Yong from Free Census Kabi. G was awarded this award for her presence as a team member at Free Census Kabi and has encouraged others to take on more challenges and to work to develop a better experience for their customers. As a role model for other junior female engineers on the team, GMA has a reassuring presence that they too can push past their traditional biases and advance their careers. So congratulations to GMA. G, do we have you on the line there? Hello. Yes. Congratulations. Would you like to say a few words?
Sure. Thank you very much. This is quite surreal. Thank you. I'm really honored to receive this award. Thank you, MTAA, all the other nominees, my team, and my company, Fresenius Kabi. My achievements as an engineer in the past 9 years would not have been possible without the fantastic team working with me, including overcoming all the obstacles posed by COVID-19. And really, over the years, I've come to really appreciate the value of good teamwork, effective and clear communication, and most importantly, to have a supportive network around me. As an individual, I'm driven by an insatiable appetite for knowledge, and I'm constantly curious. And with that, I'm lucky that Fresenius Kabi has really provided me the opportunities to develop as a leader. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jay. All right, congratulations. So now I'd like to introduce Maurice Van Meer, Chairman of MTAA, and he'll be announcing the winner of the Outstanding Achievement Award. Thank you, and over to you, Maurice.
Thank you, Lauren, and also thank you to Lauren for chairing the Women in MedTech Committee for the last 12 months. Your leadership on that committee has really taken us forward over what's been a challenging year. Also, big congratulations to G. May, to Yolanda, and also to Medtronic. Your examples set a path of which all of us should follow. So big congratulations to all of you. So I'm very pleased to be able to announce the finalists for the 2020 Australian MedTech Industry Award for Outstanding Achievement. This is the pinnacle individual award for our industry. It recognises an individual who has contributed in an exceptional way to the development of the medical technology industry in Australia over the lifetime of their career. Nominations were accepted regardless of membership of the association. The finalists in this category demonstrate evidence of significant contribution to the industry, to the improvement of patient outcomes, and excellence in leadership and innovation. And so now, here are the finalists for the Outstanding Achievement Award. Let's go to the video, Hardeep.
The Outstanding Achievement Award recognises an individual who has contributed in an exceptional way to the medical technology industry in Australia. This may be evidenced through contribution to the industry development, improvement in patient outcomes, or excellence in leadership or innovation. The nominations for the 2020 Outstanding Achievement Award are Professor Lynn Griffiths, Queensland University of Technology.
Professor Lynn Griffiths has made significant contributions to the medtech sector, partnering to translate research to improve patient outcomes, providing neurogenetic diagnostic tests, and developing commercialisation training for mid-career senior scientists and entrepreneurs through the Bridge Tech program. Bridge Tech is convened by the Queensland University of Technology, supported by MTP Connect and a consortium of medtech partners to leverage the knowledge and expertise of the partners to develop business acumen and skills for participants. The program aims to enable Australia to capitalise on its medtech capability by supporting researchers and entrepreneurs in their ambition to grow new companies and deepen collaborations between universities and the medtech sector.
Michael Schaefer, Zimmer Biomet.
Hi, my name's Ash from Zimmer Biomet, and I'm nominating Michael Schaefer for the MTAA Outstanding Achievement Award for his continued drive to use technology to improve patient outcomes. When RFID first hit the technology landscape, Michael recognised an opportunity to rethink the way manual surgery checks were being completed. Under Michael's leadership, Zimmer Biomet were the first orthopaedic supplier to apply RFID tags to sterile implants. This change dramatically improved patient outcomes, so much so that most major orthopaedic suppliers followed suit. Hospitals also soon realised the benefit and invested in RFID scanning to receipt surgery loan kits. Zimmer Biomet and its competitive peers service thousands of surgeries each year free from mistake. This has been achieved in part due to Michael's initial forward thinking in applying the right technology to a known problem.
And the winner for the 2020 Outstanding Achievement Award is Professor Lynn Griffiths from Queensland University of Technology. Big congratulations to Professor Griffiths. Professor Griffiths was awarded the Outstanding Achievement Award because of her work with innovation across multiple companies, organisations, and indeed multiple sectors. So a big congratulations to Lynn. And I think she might be on the line. Do we have her here? No, it looks like we don't. Oh,
yes, you do. Hello, how are you?
Congratulations.
Oh, look, thank you very much. I'd probably just like to say thank you very much to MTAA, but more than anything, I'd like to thank my Bridge Tech team. So I have a team here at QUT that works on behalf of an outstanding consortium that represents a lot of industry partners and a lot of training organisations across Australia. So my team on the steering committee, but also my Bridge Tech team here at QUT, Christine Lane and Joel Spotswood and Katie Nelson, as well as Justine and Emily and Kylie and a couple of other people that have helped put together a good program. I think the participants are going very well in the Bridge Tech program, and it's fantastic to see the outcomes, which is making a difference to our industry across Australia. So thank you very much.
Well,
Accept it on their behalf.
Congratulations again on your award, very well deserved, and thank you for all that you do for the medtech industry, for our customers and for their patients as well. Thank you very much and congratulations. And now I'd like to hand back to Ian Burgess, who will present the Kerrin Rennie Award. Over to you, Ian.
Thanks, Maurice. So I am pleased to be announcing the 2020 Kerrin Rennie Award for Excellence in Medical Technology, Improving Quality of Life. This award was established in 2008 to recognise the innovative and extraordinary contribution of medical technology in improving the health outcomes of Australian patients. The finalists in this category have provided evidence of innovation, defined as the introduction of something new that creates value for which customers will pay, technical excellence, defined as superior in quality, safety, and efficacy, and improving patient outcomes by enhancing quality of life. Now, here are the finalists for the 2020 Kerrin Rennie Awards.
The Kerrin Rennie Award for Excellence in Medical Technology, Improving Quality of Life, was established to recognise and profile the innovative and extraordinary contribution of medical technology in improving health outcomes for Australian patients. The nominations for the 2020 Kerrin Rennie Award are Acumen HPI, Edwards Life Sciences.
The Acumen Hypotension Prediction Index software is a first-of-its-kind technology that provides clinicians with information regarding the likelihood of a patient trending towards a hypotensive event. The Acumen Hypotension Prediction Index has demonstrated statistically significant reductions in intraoperative hypotension and hypotensive events in non-cardiac surgeries, and future applications of this technology include expansion of non-cardiac surgeries to lower-risk patients and lower-risk surgeries, cardiac surgeries, and ICU patients.
ACE, Advanced Intelligent Clear IQ Engine. Canon Medical Systems ANZ.
The Advanced Intelligent Clear IQ Engine, or ACE for short, is a cutting-edge deep learning reconstruction technology that is trained to reduce image noise and boost signal to deliver clear diagnostic images and make pathology more detectable. ACE gives clinicians improved diagnostic information, allowing for advancements in diagnosis, greater accuracy, and tailored treatment approaches using the smartest deep convolutional neural networks and deep learning innovations.
BARM, Brain Anesthesia Response Monitor, Cortical Dynamics.
Brain Anesthesia Response Monitor, or BARM for short, is a technology allowing anesthesiasts to optimally manage patients under general anaesthetic. BARM continuously analyses a patient's brainwaves in real time, providing two indices: the CS, which is the measure of hypnosis or unconsciousness, and CI, the measure of analgesia. By calibrating anaesthetic monitoring to the individual, there are fewer side effects and reduced cost for the patient and hospital.
CareLink 360 Remote Device Management Service. Medtronic Australasia.
CareLink 360 is a comprehensive remote service spanning the patient's home, hospital and follow-up clinic. It optimises patient scheduling, consent, education, enrolment and communication while providing transmission device data to physicians. Prior to and throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, CL360 has kept patients connected to their doctors, allowing physicians to remotely monitor their patients' implantable cardiac devices, reducing the risk of COVID-19 exposure and assisting with quality of life. Launched in Australia in 2016, CL360 has been piloted, expanded and commercialised to become the largest RDMS for Medtronic globally.
Dermadry, Australian dermatology equipment.
Dermadry is an effective treatment for hyperhidrosis of the hands, feet and underarms. The innovation distinguishes itself through its affordability, intuitive use and cutting-edge technology, giving patients much-needed relief from excessive sweating. The Dermadry is an at-home 15-minute treatment which provides up to 6 weeks of dryness with limited side effects. It is a drug-free, needle-free and non-invasive alternative to other types of treatment, providing comfort and safety for patients.
Inspirus Recilia Tissue Valve, Edwards Life Sciences.
In Australia and New Zealand, approximately 8,000 patients undergo aortic valve replacement surgery annually. Patients that are at risk of outliving their valves, requiring re-intervention for valve fails, face increased morbidity and mortality. Inspirus has the potential to last longer and improve patient outcomes during re-intervention with its built-in expansion frame. Globally, over 5,000 patients have benefited from this technology, many of whom have been freed from lifelong anticoagulation therapy.
Mazarex Stealth Edition, Medtronic Australasia.
Mazer X Stealth Edition is an advanced robotic guidance system for the precise positioning and navigation of surgical instruments or spinal implants during spinal surgery. Traditionally, surgeons either use freehand techniques to place screws in complex spine surgery or with the assistance of multiple x-rays taken during the surgery, raising risk of screw misplacement. Prior to operating, Mazer gives surgeons and their patients predictability of pre-operative planning, using sophisticated 3D analytics and virtual tools to create a surgical blueprint.
Medisun 2800 Innovation, Australian dermatology equipment.
The Medisun 2800 Innovation is the new technology standard for UV phototherapy treatment of the whole body with UVB 311 and UVA. It uses ISO dosing, which enables a more accurate dose for each part of the body, not previously attainable in similar UV cabins. It is also the first machine of its kind to have wheelchair access and the ability to dose with its door open for those who suffer from claustrophobia or for children who may have anxiety during the treatment.
My Mobility, Zimmer Biomet.
My Mobility with Apple Watch by Zimmer Biomet sets a new standard in digital health. The mobile application has provided pre- and post-operative support to over 1,300 patients in Australia undergoing hip and knee surgery. It allows surgeons to standardise the care provided to patients and collect and monitor objective data to inform and optimise care. By 2021, My Mobility will have expanded into shoulder, sports medicine, spine, revision joints and foot-ankle indications.
TrueClear Hystereoscopic Tissue Removal System, Medtronic Australasia.
Launched in Australia in 2019, the TrueClear Hysteropic Tissue Removal System offers a technology platform for the diagnosis and removal of a range of intrauterine abnormalities using pathology-optimised devices. Unlike other intrauterine abnormality treatment options that use a high-frequency electric current, the TrueClear removal system uses a simple mechanical approach to capture and remove intrauterine tissue. As a result, there is no scarring from the thermal energy or energy discharge, and there are no bubbles or electrical energy in the uterus, reducing the risk of patient harm.
So an extraordinary range of nominations and wonderful technology there, and a record number of nominations for the Kerrin Rennie Award this year. So we don't have any drum rolls at this year's ceremony, but the 2020 Kerrin Rennie Award for Excellence in Medical Technology improving quality of life goes to TrueClear Hysteroscopic Tissue Removal System, Medtronic Australasia. Medtronic Australasia won this award because of their improved outcomes with less potential damage to the uterine wall, reduced operative time, reduced pain, and the ability to use the office setting rather than the operating room. The benefits are extensive, both procedurally and for the patient's health outcomes. Congratulations to Medtronic Australasia. And I understand that Kevin Falzon might be on the line. Kevin, would you like to say a few words?
Yes, I am on the line. Wow, what a big list of great technology. So we couldn't be happier to win this award. At Medtronic, like the rest of us in this call, we're passionate about technology that improves lives. And you know, with TrueClear, we have launched a system that fundamentally makes a significant change to one of the most common surgical procedures for women. So we're really honoured to win this award. A big shout out to the gynecological health team at Medtronic for their work in bringing this technology to the Australian healthcare space. Big thank you to the MTAA, and congratulations to all the other nominees. There's some fantastic technology that's reaching the Australian healthcare space. Thanks, Ian.
Thanks, Kevin, and congratulations to you and the team at Medtronic again. So as we come to an end of this awards ceremony, I'd like to thank our judges, who are our independent experts, and without them, these awards wouldn't be possible. Our Women in MedTech Committee, chaired by Lauren Barber. I'd also like to thank our media partner, Audience, who produced the various videos that have been used for today's webinar. I'd also like to thank the outstanding work of the entire MTAA staff, who, like all of your teams, have risen to the occasion throughout COVID, and the preparation and hard work for this awards ceremony is another example of the great job that our small team is doing. Lorraine, Peter, Louis, Kerry and Ed, and just about everyone on our team has contributed in some way. So this has been quite a different virtual event, but with a record number of nominations, these Australian MedTech Industry Awards are getting bigger each year. And it has been great to see that many of you have been engaging and participating in the chat during these awards, so thank you. Congratulations again to all of our winners, and to everyone who joined today. Thank you for your support and for joining the 2020 Australian MedTech Industry Awards. Thank you, and I look forward to next year's awards. Goodbye.